6 years after Indian and Chinese soldiers faced off in Doklam, Bhutan's Prime Minister has said that Beijing has an equal say in finding a resolution to the dispute over the high-altitude plateau, which New Delhi believes has been illegally occupied by China. Now, this is a statement of huge significance to India. We want China to have nothing to do with Doklam, which we recognize entirely as being Bhutanese territory. What exactly is the significance of his statement? Remember, Indian and Chinese soldiers in 2017 had a face-off over there. I have this report. Well, the Bhutanese Prime Minister's statement on China having a stake is likely to be deeply problematic for New Delhi, which is entirely opposed to China extending its footprint in Doklam. Now, this is the reason why India and China had a face-off in 2017 in Doklam, which almost resulted in a war. This is the Doklam Plateau, which has always been considered Bhutanese territory. To its north is China, which we've marked over there. To its west is Sikkim in India. You now see the tri-junction between India, China and Bhutan in the Doklam Plateau, marked over there. It's called tri-junction. New Delhi doesn't want this to change at all. China, though, wants to shift about 7 kilometers south to this point, Mount Gimpochi. That's where they want that tri-junction to go. If that happens, the entire Doklam Plateau would fall into China's possession. India will not accept that. Now, in a statement which will worry New Delhi, Bhutan's Prime Minister Lothe Tshering appears to have conceded space to Beijing by saying that it is an equal partner in resolving the status of Doklam. He's told a Belgian daily it's not up to Bhutan alone to solve the problem. There are three of us. There are three equal countries. We are ready. As soon as the other two parties are ready, we can discuss. Now, this statement will worry New Delhi. It'll worry New Delhi a lot since India wants China to have no say whatsoever in deciding the future of Doklam. Why? Because if China were to gain Doklam, they would end up cresting this ridge. This is a ridge called Jamperi, which we marked over there in Doklam. If they got up here, they'd have direct line of sight to the Siliguri corridor, which lies further south. That's the narrow sliver of land that connects India's 8 northeastern states with the rest of the country. Since 2017, though, China hasn't stopped stepping up pressure on Bhutan. It's carved into Bhutanese territory by constructing villages adjacent to the Doklam Plateau. This is one of those villages constructed on the banks of the fast-flowing Amuchu River, less than 10 kilometers from the face-off site between Indian and Chinese forces. Further south, another area of Chinese construction. You can see a bridge that they've built across the Amuchu. Despite overwhelming evidence from satellite imagery you saw there, Bhutan's Prime Minister now says, we're not experiencing major border problems with China, but some territories have not been demarcated. After 1 or 2 more meetings, we'll probably be able to draw a dividing line. New Delhi will be closely watching where that line is placed on a map. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.